Chapter 5, Lesson 4, Solving Proportions. The objective of this lesson is to learn how to solve proportions. The method that we're going to use is called cross products. You were introduced to that back in Lesson 1. Remember, cross products in proportions are equal. If the ratios are not in proportion, the cross products will not be equal. If we take a look on the left-hand side over here, there are two examples of proportions that are equal and proven by cross products. We take 6, multiply that by 12, and that'll come out to be 72. We could take 9 times 8, and that cross product would be 72. So these two ratios are proportions. The next example would be 5 halves. Is that proportionate to 15 sixths? Cross products of 15 times 2 is 30. 5 times 6 is 30. So those would be an example of proportions. On the right hand side, we have two examples that are not proportions. 1/6 and 2 sevenths. The cross product of 2 and 6 comes out to be 12. The cross product of 1 and 7 comes out to be 7. And 12 is not equal to 7. So these do not form a proportion. 5/12 is not a proportion to 2/5, and we can prove that by using the cross products. 12 times 2 and 5 times 5. 24 does not equal 25. Now we're going to investigate these two ratios down here, whether they form a proportion or not, by using cross products. So we would take 5 times 4, and that would come out to be 20. We'd take 2 times 10, and that would come out to be 20. So the ratios are proportional. In example B, the ratio of girls to boys in a soccer league game is 5:4. If there are 52 boys in the league, how many girls are there? In order to solve this using cross products, we're going to first write a ratio with the information that we're given. We're going to set girls to boys. So that would be 5:4. That's our ratio. Now we're going to set up a proportion. We're going to use the initial ratio that we're given, 5:4, and we're going to set up a proportion using 52. Now, 52 is the number of boys, so we have to set that across, straight across, from the number of boys in this ratio, which would be 4, because boys is represented by the number of 4. So we're going to set that up equal to a ratio of how many girls to 52 boys. Now we're going to use the cross products to solve. The method that we're going to use is called cross multiply and divide. There are only two numbers that are crisscross from each other, which are 5 and 52. So we're going to take 5 times 52, and we're going to divide that product by 4. How many girls will that come out to be?